Have you ever wondered if science and faith are at odds, especially when it comes to Jesus? It's a huge question, and today we're diving deep into it. We'll explore the intersection of history, science, and faith, looking at what we can know about Jesus. So grab a seat, and let's get started. First up, let's talk about the historical footprint of Jesus. Did he actually walk the earth? The answer from historians, both religious and secular, is a resounding yes. Think about it this way. We know about historical figures like Julius Caesar or Alexander the Great through ancient writings. For Jesus, we have the four Gospels, of course, but the evidence doesn't stop there. Roman historians like Tacitus and Jewish historians like Josephus wrote about Jesus and his followers within a century of his life. These weren't Christians trying to promote their faith. They were outsiders simply documenting events. Tacitus, for example, mentions Christ's execution by Pontius Pilate in Judea. Josephus refers to Jesus as a wise man who performed surprising deeds. This isn't just religious belief, it's historical data. These independent sources corroborate the basic facts that a man named Jesus lived in 1st century Galilee, gathered followers, and was executed. From a purely historical perspective, his existence is as well established as many other ancient figures. This historical foundation is the bedrock upon which any further discussion is built. Now, let's move to a more controversial topic, the miracles. Can science prove or disprove them? This is where things get really interesting. Science operates on the principle of methodological naturalism, meaning it studies the natural, repeatable, and predictable laws of the universe. Miracles, by definition, are supernatural events, an intervention that goes beyond those natural laws. So asking a scientist to test a miracle in a lab is like asking a fish to climb a tree. It's just not what science is designed to do. For example, the resurrection. Science can study the process of death and decomposition, but it can't run an experiment to verify a one-time unique event, like someone coming back to life. So what evidence do we have? We have to turn to a different kind of evidence, eyewitness testimony. The New Testament documents claim that hundreds of people saw Jesus alive after his crucifixion. The apostles, who were once hiding in fear, suddenly became bold proclaimers of the resurrection, willing to face persecution and even death for their claims. Why would they do that for a lie? The rapid and explosive growth of the early church, centered on this very claim, is a historical phenomenon that requires an explanation. While science can't put the resurrection in a test tube, the historical and testimonial evidence presents a compelling case that demands serious consideration. This brings us to our final point, understanding the limits of science. Science is an incredibly powerful tool for understanding the physical world. It gives us medicine, technology, and a deep appreciation for the cosmos. But it has its boundaries. Science can tell us how the universe works, but it can't tell us why it exists. It can describe the biological processes of life, but it can't tell us the meaning or purpose of life. These why questions belong to the realm of philosophy, theology, and faith. Faith isn't about ignoring evidence. It's about what we do when we reach the limits of what can be physically proven. It's a step of trust based on the evidence we do have. Think of it like a relationship. You can have all the data on a person, their background, their habits, their personality, but a true, deep relationship requires a leap of faith, a commitment of trust. Believing in Jesus is similar. We have historical evidence for his life, compelling testimony for his miracles, and the transformative experience of billions of people throughout history. Faith steps in to bridge the gap between what history and science can tell us and the ultimate questions of meaning, hope, and salvation. So are science and faith enemies? Not at all. They are two different lenses for viewing reality. Science examines the how of the physical world, while faith explores the who and the why behind it all. History provides the stage, science describes the set, but faith is what helps us understand the story. The life of Jesus offers a fascinating intersection of all three. Thanks so much for watching and thinking through these big ideas with me. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. See you next time.